Why?
Because he's the best dog.
He couldn't walk, but he became my son's best friend. When we first met Sammy, he walked straight up to my 8-year-old son, Rowan, and kissed him on the cheek, simply and without hesitation.
Kisses. Oh, he likes you, Rowan, a lot.
At that very moment, we knew that this rescued dog had been sent to us. It wasn't a random gesture. It was the first thread of a connection that would later become something much bigger.
What do you love about Sammy so much?
That he's calm.
From that day on, a special friendship developed between them. Rowan adored Sammy, and Sammy felt the same way about him. But soon something happened that no one was prepared for. A couple of months after his rescue, Sammy slipped and began to limp. One examination after another, 2 operations, both unsuccessful. At some point, he stopped getting up altogether. He was afraid to stand up, afraid to go to the toilet, afraid to move. We went to the medical center where they finally discovered that Sammy had a congenital defect, floating kneecaps. This explained the pain, the fear, and his complete helplessness. For almost 2.5 months, he just lay on my couch, motionless, silent. I am a single mother, and by that point, I had already spent $11,000. At some point, the doctors started talking about amputation, about a wheelchair for animals, about options that I didn't even want to believe in. But that's when everything changed.
Go, go, Sammy. Go, go, Sammy.
I remember that day. The first day we put him in a wheelchair for dogs. It was as if the whole world had flipped a switch. Sammy immediately understood that this was his chance. From the very first minutes, he confidently moved around on his wheels. We took him to the beach, to the park, on hikes. This wheelchair became part of our lives. It became his wings.
It's a big bump. You could do it. Yes! Yay, Sammy!
But it wasn't just the wheelchair that changed everything. Sammy became the one who helped my son. Rowan has dyslexia. He has difficulty reading, especially at school. He would come home sad and depressed, and he would just hug Sammy, silently, tightly. Sometimes he would even cry into his fur, and Sammy never turned away. He lay next to him, looked at him, waited.
Sammy's the best dog, and he loves me so much.
When Rowan started tutoring, Sammy always lay next to him, quietly, calmly, just being there. In 4 months, my son went from being completely helpless at reading to reading confidently. And one day, he said he wanted to read Sammy's book for him, and he did it.
They enjoyed playtime and feeling.
He sat next to him and read aloud. I couldn't hold back my tears. Sammy is big and strong, even though he moves like a snail, but it was his slow steps that became a symbol of true strength for us. He and Rowan became a team, a support for each other.
That's cool.
There were moments when I thought about giving up, about giving Sammy to a shelter, about giving up. But I looked at my son and realized this is not just a dog. This is a lesson, a living example that you can't abandon those you love, even if it's hard, even if it's scary, even if it hurts.
Oh, good boy, Sammy! Yay!
Back then, I didn't know that Rowan had learning difficulties, but I knew he was struggling, and I knew I had to show him that in this family, we don't give up, not on each other, not on those we let into our hearts.
Sammy, can you wait? Can you wait for Mama? Wait, that's a good job.
Now I watch them run ahead of me. Sammy rolling along on his wheels, Rowan running alongside. I can barely keep up with them. And every time I think, how good it is that I didn't give up back then. Yes, it was hard, but we got through it, together. Today, Sammy lives a full life. Yes, he can't walk, but he can be happy. He can love. he can be needed. If you like this story about Sammy, like it, write comments, and subscribe to the channel to see more touching stories.